Hello guys, it's Shockwave King back here once again. And it starts out the video, what would trigger Ippo to return back to the boxing ring? Because at this point, it's been over easily over 100 or so chapters, and we have not gotten one singular sign of Ippo. What could trigger Ippo's return? Sure, did Ippo get envious of Alfredo Gonzalez and send down the ring? Yes, but after the fight, because I should have sworn that Alfredo Gonzalez fight going to do something, or he going to meet Vorg. I thought something more was going to happen, but nothing. Absolutely nothing so far have caused Ippo to budge. Now, sure, some people might be like, is Ippo's going to return? Oh, I say yes, but the question is, it's not if Ippo's going to return. What will be the trigger? It's not like Boxer done retire and come back, but for Ippo here, there's been absolutely nothing. Nothing. Just like no type of signs or nothing of anything that can trigger him to come back. Maybe a conversation with Vorg. Vorg did also take some time off, like after he lost to Sendo, then his mother passed away, and that triggered Vorg to return to the ring and finally accomplish his dream. But for Ippo, I doubt Ippo's mother's going to die in the series or any time at all. Unlike the coach, I doubt his mother's going to die, in my opinion. So it's just, if it's one of those questions where, after a certain period of time, right? After a certain number of events happen, you gotta truly question what is going to actually trigger Ippo to return. Because so far it's been nothing. Miyata has done nothing. Takamura has done nothing. Like, no one can get through to Ippo's thick skull. And it's just like, even Ippo is envious. But it's nothing that will trigger him to come back. And sure, I already made an entire video about how certain people react, like one Aokumi. But for Ippo, for himself, I don't know what triggers. I doubt anything with Kimura or Itagaki would trigger him to return. And I doubt anything with Teihei or Kentaro will either. So let's just go back to the base question of what could potentially influence or cause Ippo to return. Because if it's not Sendo, now shit, there's always the off chance that Sendo beating Ricardo Martinez could do something. But, because I thought when Ippo like met Miyata at the end of like chapter like what? Like 1334, somewhere around there, like 33, 34. I thought they would have had some type of conversation, or you know, what's Miyata doing now, or what he's doing in his career. And apparently Miyata does have a student, but besides from that, it's just they didn't really talk too long at all. Miyata said he was moving on, and then we got no signs or hints of what Miyata was doing at all. So who knows? Because so far nothing have done anything. Nothing has caused Ippo to budge. Nothing of absolutely of anything have done anything. It doesn't make any type of sense of how it's been this long, and we have gotten like no serious hints of like a triggering of Ippo to return to the ring. Just absolutely nothing. So we've had teases, we had small signs, cause you know Kumi lied about him being pushed, like lying to people about him being punch drunk and things like that. So we've gotten signs. Alright, you have all types of signs. But even with all them signs, Ippo have just done nothing. Just nothing. Even with Mari trying to confront him about him retiring, just led to he totally didn't understand anything we were saying. You know, I'll leave it in your hands, Kumi. Just make sure as Mari shortly, temporarily pull back her troops temporarily from the Mukanuchi Wars, and it's just it's been over 100 chapters, man. That's the thing. If Alfredo Gonzalez and Sendo did absolutely nothing, like nothing, just nothing, then like where do you go from this point, huh? What are you supposed to do after that? Because there's not too much else. Because like I said before, the Keith Dragon fight is not gonna last long. And after that, the only people you gotta focus on, maybe like we haven't cut with Aoki in the whole Shinobi situation. We still got Itagaki, what he's gonna do with his career. Amai. So he still got the training of Teihei and Kentaro, and them getting a boxing license, and like in Kimura's future. And besides from that stuff, cause I doubt we're gonna get any insight on Miyata after, especially what's happened recently. Yeah, that insight from Miyata and Ippo, that's not gonna happen. Even though they still question and ponder of just why, just why. Even with all that, it's just, cause I forgot exactly what Miyata was thinking about. Well, yeah, Ippo's senses and how he's able to see like Keith Dragon's hand speed, and how it's just like no one like in retired be able to do that, and other things like that. just by playing Mahjong, just like something casually. See, we've gotten signs, but this is Ippo being Ippo. Remember, this is the same Ippo who hasn't stopped training, who hasn't stopped hitting the same beat-up old tire with a sledgehammer, who have not stopped going for his morning runs, who have not taken off them ankles and wrist weights. So he did against Sendo, but well, he did against Sendo twice, but that was nothing significant at all. I said the most significant one was with the whole Coach Kirigama training. Well, just doing a warm-up with the mitts and everything. Like, I don't think he had him off. If I recall, yeah, I don't think he had him off against the coach. I don't believe so. I could be wrong. So, what does the unhinged full training camp Ippo look like? No one knows. No one knows at all. So, I wasn't planning on it being a very long video, but it's purely the fact that honestly, I don't know what triggered Ippo to come back, to be honest. I just don't know what it is. Some people might have their own ideas and things like that, but arguably, like when some of the biggest boxing moments isn't doing anything, because the Kid Dragon fight is not going to do anything to Ippo. It's not. Keeps Dragon getting put to sleep. And y'all gonna see soon how I was correct this entire time. But, yeah, it depends how George want to go with the story. But, I don't know. Because nothing so far triggered Ippo to have, like, have made Ippo even truly question or anything about boxing. Sure, we do have the security detail, the #1 Makunouchi protector of all time, Kumi, the unstoppable defensive tackle inside Kumi, but you never know. The MVP wide receiver Nanako could easily come in for an interception in Kumi's entire career. So who knows? Who knows how it will soon wrap up? And also, actually, wait a minute. There is somebody. There is. I nearly forgot about it. The 1200 chapter woman, Akiwa. Her, I forgot about her completely. I forgot she existed. I just remembered. Ippo forgot the note. Yeah, I remember now. I forgot all about Ippo, like, losing a note. But since he did lose the note, we don't know how, because he didn't tell Akiwa that he actually returned. He didn't tell her that. So it's not like, oh, he promised her something that he'll return or anything like that. It's just one of those things where you never know what could happen. Because it didn't turn into like a love Septagon. We've already had enough people in here. We had Mari Itagaki, Nanako, Kumi, we have Ippo himself, and Amai, all trapped up in this old love pentagon, love Septagon, love hexagon. And this is how Noah she shows back up. And it's still a question, what is the significance of the note? Because Ippo did go back to the... No, he did. He's not gone back recently to the tree. But at this point, that note is long gone. Unless somehow the tree or some random leaf had to protect the note this entire time, that note is long gone. So it's just... Will it ever come back into the story? I don't know, because I don't know what Akiwa's entire purpose is. After 1200 chapters, George, it's been over 30 years, George! Over 30 years, and she shows back up now. And she gotta wonder, is there some 50-year-old or 60-year-old who's been reading this thing for over 30 years? Does that guy actually exist? Oh, I hope he does. Over 30 years. I've been a long time fan. I've been here for years. But yeah, I just thought about it. I was like, there haven't been nothing. And then I remembered. Akiwa. She's still there. I don't know what significance she has or how she will potentially trigger Ippo to get back into action. But when you look at it, she's there for a reason. What role she'll play is unknown, because Ippo have not seen her since. Nobody have seen this missing woman since. She has been missing in action, but you never know when she might show back up. It might be another 15 or 30 years. You never know. But you always must keep your guard up, because you never know when she'll show back up. Never know. I still can't believe it. It's 1200 chapters. 1200 chapters, and shit like George just randomly pulled her out. Why? What significance would you have? Would Ippo and Kumi relationship fall through? What will happen? What? Because even if he break like Kumi breaks up with Kumi. I don't think that would, over the whole boxing thing. I don't think that would stop Ippo from boxing, but that will be a tragic event. But aside from that, it's just I don't see what else could trigger Ippo. Cause now, aside from Akiwa, because even she showed back up, right? Even if they show back up, if she show back up, and she have another chat with Ippo, that I don't see like the current Ippo still going on dates with Kumi or anything like that. I don't see how Akiwa would actually even influence Ippo to get back into the boxing. She already told him, that's messed up. He already told her and everybody there, high school reunion, he ain't coming back. So even if it's not with Akiwa, let's say it's none of those things. What would cause Ippo to return? What would trigger Ippo to be like, I hate dogs. Nothing. I said nothing. I'm recording something. But like I said, what will trigger Ippo to come back? I don't know. I wish I could give you guys some hardcore, solid answers. I wish I can sit here, pull up the research data and evidence, because it's not like we haven't gotten signs. But the signs don't mean anything. Like all that extra gunpowder doesn't mean anything if there's no spark. And she got the teaser with AJ Dante. Does Ippo Heart want to return? Cause so far, like even seeing the whole he's envious, and I made the video what are Ippo's true intentions coming back from Mexico. Even though all that stuff, like all the theorizing and all that, it has all led up to just Ippo just still being a second. That's it. That's just it. Like all the gunpowders and the clues and the hints don't mean nothing without a spark, sonny. If there's no combustion, then it's just a dud, which is messed up because it goes back to the Ippo rocket. So like the Ippo firecracker was a dud. Wait, no, the Ippo firecracker wasn't a dud at all. When you look back at it, that was how the coach first saw Ippo. He did see him as a dull firecracker. Interesting, we look back on it. But yeah, there's no point of dragging this on any longer. I don't really know of what else I can come up with to tell you guys about this and that, and cause like there's nothing to go on. It's been this long and there's been no signs of a trigger. Nothing like the set Ippo like I gotta return, I gotta come back, I gotta get that through. There's been nothing. There have been nothing of nothing. There's been signs. Ippo's still training. Ippo still got his boxing IQ, and it's just like he still got good eyesight, but it's just there's been nothing. Cause like some might say it might ties into Teihen Kataru their training, but it might be. Will you ever see Ippo and Teihen Kataru do some more things with the mitts? I'm not saying it's impossible for it to happen, but it's just it all depends. It all depends where the story goes. Because I have no clue at all. There was one period of time I was like, yeah, I was surefire, but I don't know. Have you ever really seen what Vork's reaction is to her, or how would it affect Vork saying Ippo finally retired? You ever got his insight on it? So hopefully there'll be a conversation with Ippo and Vork, even if it's just a casual chat, or Ippo accompanying Vork to like a press conference for like his unified belt match against somebody. Who knows? Who knows? But who knows how it turn out? A lot of things can happen. But we're going to start with your guys' thoughts and opinion. What do you guys believe should be the sole trigger to set Ippo out to return? You've seen that thumbnail. Ippo's mad. He want to get back into the ring. No, we were not getting a monster Ippo. I've already explained why the real reason why Ippo lost video, what I believe monster Ippo truly is. It will not be no angry Ippo. He would not turn into Sendo or anybody else. Monster Ippo is something beyond just the basic of being a monster. Because crossing the line and becoming a monster, Takamura only got mad against somebody one singular time, and Takamura is considered to be a monster. So it's not just about being filled with rage would make you a monster Ippo, or just make you a monster in boxing in general. It is a point beyond any type of normal reason or understanding, where you transcend where you just transcend being a normal boxer and you become something more than you ever believed that you could. It's a realm where people will duck hide and run from you. It's just like no one want to fight a monster in boxing. It's the promoter's worst nightmare, which is funny how technically Ippo don't even have a promoter, but then again, maybe boxing in Japan might be different. I don't know, but the whole promoter thing's not focusing at all. Even though early Coach Kurogama looks like a fight promoter, though he does, but all depends how the TV deals and stuff work in Japan. It all depends on that. It all depends on that. But yeah, Mr. Shockwave King, guys, that's the opinion. What do you believe Ippo's trigger to return of boxing will be? I have no clue, but hopefully you guys have a clue and give me some type of insight in the comment section down below. If you've been Shockwave King, please like, comment, subscribe, and peace.